Hi guys, today's going to be a video talking about how to affirm when you actually don't have the time, when you have a really busy life. You might have children, or you might be a student full-time, or just have a really hectic life. You have to work really long hours at your job, which we can change that if you don't like that, by the way. But today I'm just going to give you 3 main areas and pieces of advice that really will help you get your affirmations done, consciously manifest every day, but be able to balance it with your busy schedule. For whatever reason, you don't have the time, right? So please do thumbs up and subscribe if you like these kind of videos. If you'd like more law of assumption videos, advice, topics, whatever it is you want to see about manifesting, please leave a comment or just stay tuned because I have a lot more videos coming up. I also offer a little bit of a coaching service called LOA Coaching on Instagram. All the information is there, all the prices, what I offer, why I'm getting into coaching. So please do go take a look and message me or get in touch with me if you are interested in some one-on-one help. But without further ado, now we're just going to get into those 3 tips. This shouldn't be too long because I do know kind of more or less what I want to say. It's just 3 key but simple areas. So first one is to affirm whilst multitasking. So this is something that I do. That's the only way. Like I said in a previous video, I do like 2 hours of self-concept a day, which is not essential, but for me, in terms of my beliefs, my subconscious beliefs about how to manifest, and also just giving myself peace of mind and knowing that I'm doing the right thing, I like to do 2 hours. So on top of all the other affirmations I'm doing and all the other things I'm working on day to day, that is a lot of time, right? And I don't just sit around, sit on my bed for 2 hours and just repeat my affirmations. I do about an hour when I wake up, if I can. I'll go on social media, I'll just check any notifications and whatnot, but I'll also be affirming. So I'll do an hour of a full set of my self-concept affirmations, and then I just go about my day. And, when I go to wash my face, I will be affirming the next set of affirmations. Again, preparing my breakfast, getting dressed. I'm always affirming. Obviously if I have guests or I'm at a friend's house or something, or it's just like I'm in a social setting, obviously I'm not going to be stood there going, I am perfect. I know that I'm perfect. Of course I'm perfect. I don't do that. But obviously I'm usually home, when I am home alone, or when I am just going about my daily morning and evening routine, I'm always multitasking. Same with cooking. Now, if you do live with other people, obviously you just affirm it in your head. I prefer to say out loud, or like I said, if I'm around people, sometimes, if I'm cooking at my parents' house, I'll just do it in my head. But that's a really amazing way to save time. So you literally just do your affirmations whilst other tasks where you're able, obviously not like studying, but if it's something like driving, cooking, cleaning, those are absolutely tasks you can kind of multitask with. They're almost on autopilot. You don't need to focus too much. So highly recommend you just find time throughout your day, whether you walk your dog, or you take your child, your little baby, you have a baby in a pram and you go to the park, whatever it is. Those are all times when you have a little bit more peace and quiet and you can just do your affirmations. So try and find that time during the day. Another great time that I've started doing, and it's really given me more time throughout the day, because normally I'd put music on when I'm traveling on the tube or whatever in London, but now I've started, I don't take my headphones with me at all. I literally just repeat my affirmations in my head, or I'll kind of whisper them to myself. If I'm in an empty train carriage, I do kind of like say them to myself, but generally I'll just loop them in my mind, and it really saves so much time, because in London it's like an hour of commuting wherever you're going, whatever you're doing. It can take about an hour a day to get from home to wherever and then back again. So that is an hour of affirming that you can do. So just little ways like that. Think about it, what works for your own daily life. And perfect way to get your affirmations done without having to factor in time that you've taken away from a different task, if that makes sense. So next point is to do a really strict mental diet. If you really don't have time, if the affirming while multitasking is too kind of difficult for you to remember, it's too new for you, like you can't really get into that habit, or you have like 5 kids and you don't have spare time, you don't have peace and quiet, that is the case for some people. Obviously, again, you can manifest circumstances changing, but let's say it is the case, you can also just rely on mental diet, which might seem a little controversial. Some people won't recommend this. Some people think you have to do affirming, you have to consciously manifest, but as a technique to manifest, you can just implement a really strong mental diet. This is probably a lot easier and less time consuming than affirming. I say easy in terms of actually doing it, but it takes a bit of time to comprehend it, to understand how to do it, to recognize your own negative thoughts, for example. So it'll take time to be consciously aware of that. However, it is probably the easiest way if you aren't able to currently dedicate a lot of time every day to affirming. Just do a strict mental diet. So let me give you an example. Let's say you have a really busy day, you're going to work all day, and then you have a friend's birthday party right after, so you're just busy the whole day. If you're sitting at work or in a meeting at work and a thought comes up like, oh my gosh, I just have so much work, I have no idea how I'm going to get this done, or why was my manager so rude to me? Like, oh, the people at this job are so rude. Those are little thoughts that immediately you should recognize. Try and be really conscious and aware and think, anytime I think something negative, I'm just gonna be aware of it and flip it. So that is a point where you can just use a blanket self-concept affirmation. You don't have to be like, my co-workers are so lovely, they're so nice to me. You can go even further than that and literally just say, no, my life is perfect. Just flip it, be like, everyone's nice to me because my life is perfect. Everything in my life is perfect, so of course everyone treats me nicely. So you can flip it like that and use one of your self-concept affirmations as part of the mental diet. So in that sense, whatever you are saying, even if it's not your actual self-concept affirmation, you're still affirming. So you're still getting positive affirmations done, you're still slowly but surely changing your subconscious mind, your thought patterns, the beliefs that are going into your subconscious mind, because you've just told your mind, no, my life is perfect, no one treats me that way, no one's rude to me, I don't have too much work because my life is perfect. So you can do little things like that. And for mental diet, I guess I would recommend blanket affirmations more so than specific ones. For example, if it's just something random that happens or something random that goes wrong, like you're stuck in traffic or you had an argument with a friend, those are not regular occurrences in terms of something going wrong, right? It's not like every time you drive something goes wrong, or you know what I mean? Just like random little things that go wrong in your day, I would recommend blanket affirmations. But when it comes to something like your SP, or a relationship with anyone, whether it's your specific person, a family member, a friend, or you're trying to manifest a promotion at work, that is where I would say with your mental diet, get more specific. So for example, let's go with the SP example. I think specific person manifesting a relationship is one of the biggest topics. So let's say you are broken up with your specific person, you're not in a good place, you barely have any contact, and throughout your day, as you're going about your day, you start to get those negative thoughts again, those doubts, those replaying of the old story, replaying the negative arguments and experiences you've had with them. That is where you want to bring in that really strict mental diet. Don't even finish the thought, don't even feel the emotion connected to it. Just immediately say, nope. Address your ego however you want, but just be like, nope, that's not true. I call mine Felicia. So I'll just say, no, they're in love with me. No, they've never treated me that way because I'm the love of their life. Whatever affirmations you have for your SP that you've chosen, that's when you want to get really specific. You can also do, all my relationships are perfect, my life is perfect, but I would recommend just to target it more directly. That's where you want to get specific. So use your SP affirmations. Use the affirmation that you have for your promotion. If you are saying, I excel in my career, I just got a promotion and I'm earning XYZ amount, that's when you want to come in with that affirmation as part of your mental diet. So hopefully that makes sense. Go general if something random comes up, if a random negative thought comes up, if you're not having a good day, just use your blanket affirmations, general affirmations as part of your mental diet. But if there's something that you're manifesting and really working on and it's one of your goals, then get really specific. So, final point is to use an app called Parrot. Now, there are many other different apps that's similar to this. You can use anything you want. You can record you know, if you have Final Cut Pro or iMovie or something, and you're able to do a voice recording and then loop it and kind of copy and paste it, so it's a really long audio file, I've done that before, then you can do that for yourself. But the best thing is that you are recording in your own voice. Your subconscious mind will connect with this much better than a stranger's voice. You're speaking in first person, you recognize your voice, you're comfortable with the way you're speaking, and like I said, just your own voice. I think there's some kind of science behind it. I haven't memorized that, so I can't tell you guys the facts on that, but it is a lot better to use your own voice and record your own affirmations. So what you want to do, again, if you have no time throughout the day, and you're able to either sleep with headphones in or play it out loud if you live alone, then I would recommend something like the Parrot app. Now, I think this is only for iPhones, but there are loads of different ways you can do this. This is just the way I've been doing it. So you literally just record, you can say one sentence, one affirmation, and when you press play, it just loops it over and over and over and over until you literally pause it. It will play like 8 hours. Like sometimes I wake up and it's still going. So I like to play out loud because I move around in my sleep, so I don't want the headphones getting tangled or falling out my ears. So playing out loud means that I'm guaranteed to hear it. My subconscious is taking it in because the conscious mind is asleep, so it's going straight into the subconscious. So that is a really good way to kind of saturate your mind with your affirmations without actually having to put the effort in, because you're sleeping, but you're also getting your affirmations done. So this isn't, I wouldn't recommend this as like the main form of affirming. You do need to be consciously affirming as well if you're not on a really strict mental diet. However, this is a perfect addition if you're feeling a little anxious that, oh my gosh, I just haven't had time to affirm. No worries, just get one of these apps or whatever, record your affirmations. You can do all your self-concept, all your specific person ones, or you can choose just one and loop it, for a week and then move on to the next one and just play it all night while you sleep. It really helps. First time I used it, the first couple of days, I literally dreamt of the affirmation I said. So literally what I recorded, I had a dream that it actually happened. That's how powerful the subconscious mind is in listening to your own voice. So those are the 3 tips. Record your affirmations and listen to them overnight as you sleep, and do a really strict mental diet, and affirm whilst multitasking throughout your day. So hopefully that gave you some advice and inspiration on how to implement it if you have a really busy life currently, really busy schedule. But do leave a comment if you have any advice similar to this, or you have your own way of doing it that saves time. I'd love to know, because I'm mad about multitasking. But do thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.